So I'm going to just really wind things up, I suppose. We've got 10 minutes left. And there's a few thank yous I want to give, and also just try and sort of summarize stuff a little bit. So if you just bear with me. So obviously, first of all, I want to thank all the presenters. We couldn't do this without you. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking, sometimes it's technologically challenging because bits of tech aren't working, but I really do appreciate, well, we all really do appreciate your efforts in presenting something and providing us with interesting, innovative, different presentations. So thank you for all the presenters. And we really have looked at a variety of solutions in terms of well-being, haven't we? We've looked at solutions for our users, for our staff, for ourselves, okay? We've talked about things such as space, yoga, Lego, books, collections, chairs, and also, you know, the idea of using a personal approach to help people to regain their love of books and reading. We've talked about supporting and helping each other and actually just being brave, embracing the future, you know, talking about AI. It's not going to go away. In academia, it's all we ever talk about at the moment, certainly in our department. But actually, it will impact all libraries, all lives. It won't just be academia. And how we use it to embrace, and in the context of academic libraries, you know, supporting student learning. And the idea of doing that through the use of AI literacy resources, you know, that's actually a really good idea. We don't know all the answers. But the good thing about being an information and library professional is that we're prepared to innovate. We all innovate. We all try and support our users and develop our services wherever we are. And the other thing we're really good at is sharing best practice, which is what this conference is all about. It's about the here and the now. And hopefully it's been useful to you. Hopefully you've taken a few nuggets, some ideas which actually you can share in your sector, in your libraries, or even just talk about with colleagues. So that's the first thanks, really, and the first summary. The other thanks is thanking the CILIP Northeast Regional Members Network Committee, which is a bit of a mouthful. But as you've seen, it's a team approach. We've all been involved in organising and running this event. So thank you to all those people who've been helping with that. And a lot of work goes into this. There's a lot of planning, a lot of organising, and it's all voluntary. So I would like to extend my thanks to everybody who's been involved in that. We've mentioned the presenters, with which we couldn't do anything if no one was prepared to present, but also with the audience. So we've had about 70 people online, and I think that's, although it's nice to be face to face, the benefit of online is that we can share this more widely. People can attend that perhaps couldn't attend in person. So it's a really efficient way of actually trying to connect with fellow professionals out there. We've had some really great questions. We've had people listening and really making this event a success. We've had a few people tweeting. I imagine the conversations will continue. So that's great as well. So I really do hope you found this helpful. And I know certainly I'm looking forward to next year already, you know, and what we will do. I noticed Susie had put a message in the chat. I don't know if it's been taken up yet, but about someone providing a summary for our blog. So if you've been making any notes, if you wouldn't mind writing that up into a really nice short summary about the event, that would be so great. And if you can do that, then get in touch with Susie on the chat. And hopefully also it's useful to you, because it means that you can use that for if you're revalidating. It's a really good piece of evidence for you. And finally, I know that there's an evaluation sheet that's going to be going out following this event, because we want to know what works, what content you're interested in, what future events you'd like to see. As a regional members network, you know, we try and be guided by what our users want. Great library talk, isn't it? That's what you do. So it helps us with our annual planning, and we've got an annual planning meeting coming up, I think in June. So this would really help with next year's events. So please, if you see this evaluation sheet come through to your mailbox, don't ignore it. Please, please do fill it in, give us your views, tell us what you want, and we'll try and actually sort of, you know, meet those needs. Okay, so we do appreciate your comments. So that's all really I've got to say, and we've got 4 minutes left. So I don't know if anyone out there, any of the other committee team want to say anything, or whether I've missed anything. But otherwise, I guess we shall come to a close. Oh, Jenny's come on. Anything else that I've missed?
Oh, we'd like to say is a big thank you to you, Biddy.
Oh, thank
lovely
you.
compare. Thank you so much.
Well, I've enjoyed doing it. I do love it in a department where I'm sort of, there's less library now and less information science in our academic department. It's so lovely to share an afternoon with the brilliant library and information community that we have, not just in the Northeast, but across the country. So it's really lovely to hear all these tales of inspiration. So thank you so much. Oh, Kat's come back, which I think just, oh, isn't that lovely? That's a nice way to end. So thank you, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day, and do send us your feedback. Do keep talking. Do keep innovating, because it's really brilliant to hear about all that innovation. And we'll see you again at some point soon.